Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, December 8th. I don't have a voice. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Is that from yelling at the TV, Mikey T, last night, or were you sick all week?
I was going to say, don't think this is from that Steeler game last night. This is what I call the death flu. As I told you Tuesday, I had the flu, and this is what it's turned into. So we're here. We're getting through it. I feel like today is the last day before I'll be 100% before all the Christmas parties next week. So pretty excited to see everyone.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's very nice to get a birthday party. I mean, I think it's fabulous.
No, that's lame.
I want to say a different word, Ryan, but I don't know if I'm allowed on air.
No.
For you too.
Anyone that has a December birthday, I feel bad for. You have to get the short end of the stick. Yeah.
What about a January 9th, 2 weeks after Christmas?
I mean, it's after at least.
It's kind of forgotten about.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But guys, today we have another jobs report coming out. We've been saying for months we need the jobs market to suck for our rates to come down. Luckily, the job market is sucking. And frankly, the numbers expect to come in lower today, where rumor is that we'll have another good day with rates. Of course, a bad economy isn't always good, but we know we couldn't have the Fed keep raising everything. We know how the Fed operates. They're going to continue to raise rates just to the brink of putting the economy into a recession, and then they pull everything back. That's how the Fed has always worked. It seems like that's the Fed's game plan again. Now we just have to see. They overshot rates, it seemed like, and raised them too much. Now we'll see when they lower them and how quickly they do lower them.
Yeah, this job's important. This jobs report today is very important. I mean, I know after last night, there's 2 more openings. There's a head coaching job opening as well as a quarterback job. So I know that it is stinking right now. It's going down. So this is all good news here for Friday.
I do hear rumors, too, when you get fired as offensive coordinators, you put your house up for sale very, very, very quickly. So I know if you are looking for a coaching job in Pittsburgh, there is I believe, $1.6 million home for sale of our previous coordinator.
I heard Todd Haley's coming back.
Man, with AB's old house, Todd Haley, Matt Canada, wonder how many vacant homes or for sales have happened with trades or firings and things like that.
No, it's an interesting side of it.
Yeah, because those guys, they want everything hush hush. They don't want it in a newspaper. They don't want their whole house on Zillow, and that's part of being in the public spotlight, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Pretty neat.
Yeah. So continuing on, if I lose my voice, you guys have to pick me up here. The next thing I want to talk about, very little known topic, but I feel like when we get towards closing, how we do things at West Penn helps buyers out a lot. And that's with the closing disclosure and the initial closing disclosure. As we all know, when Shrid came along in 2015, they took out the truth in lending form and the good faith estimate, and they gave us a loan estimate and a closing disclosure. So what that means, the loan estimate is at the beginning, the closing disclosure is at the end. When Shrid came into play, the government's big thing was the buyer needs time to review the numbers to understand what they're purchasing. Right, Anth? You can't give numbers last minute and just close. The rule is you can either mail it and there's a 7-day waiting period, or you can sign it and there's a 3-day waiting period. That's very important, Anthony. And us at West Penn, we don't just necessarily wait till the file's completely clear to close to get that initial closing disclosure out, though some lenders do, and that's the biggest holdup on closing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we hear all the time, from, some of the title companies we work with, that lenders are trying to change stuff at the last minute that can't change, so, we definitely do our due diligence on area and transfer taxes to make sure that we're quoting the correct stuff. And we even send that out sometimes 10 days before closing, just so it's done. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. And we're ready to go to get that final out, as soon as lien letters and taxes come back.
I mean, that's a huge question. If you're a real estate agent and you're working with a lender that you're not familiar with, a main question you need to be asking them: how does your company handle the closing disclosure? If they tell you they will not send out a closing disclosure until the file is completely clear to close, your buyer needs to be on the ball, because you have to wait 3 days after that's clear to close, then to close on the file. And some lenders won't send it out if they're missing a photo ID or something that's not even going to affect the financing. But that's their company policy, and please keep that in play, because so many times I hear last minute closings delayed, and there is no way getting around that 3-day rule. Every buyer can say they're good, every closer, every real estate agent, it doesn't matter. 3-day waiting period, plain and simple. I mean, I don't know of any way around that. Do you guys?
No.
No, and it's a fact too. Many moons ago, I came from another lender, and that was our policy. We would not send out the closing disclosure from our closing team until it was cleared to close, and it caused headache after headache after headache. Hence why I'm here at West Penn.
Yeah, so that's a little known fact. I think it's a huge difference between us and our competitors. We hate the delay closings. We try to get every closing on time for you guys done there. Another thing I keep seeing, though, guys, also delaying closings: lien letters, die tests, municipality requirements that need to be taken care of. Please, everyone needs to do their part in a transaction. The real estate side, the mortgage side, and the title side. If either of us drop the ball, the file doesn't close. Plain and simple. No one does all the work. No one can do everything by themselves. And we all need to work together. So please just be prepared for that. Please understand the property you're listing. If you're listing a condo and you don't know what the condo questionnaire is, please reach out to your manager. So many times we don't get a condo questionnaire until weeks into the process. And then, everyone, how the heck did we not know this isn't a warrantable condo? I would ask that to the listing agent. How do you not know what you're listing? And how do you not know that's not warrantable? It's not my job to list the property. We can only go off the information that we're given. The condo questionnaire has to be filled out for every single transaction. So these are the things I'm seeing that are just kind of falling through the cracks that we need to shape up here before the spring market.
Yeah, man. You know what? I just want to touch on that, though. So even the die tests and occupancy permits, that's typically done on the list side, but if you're a buyer agent out there, we understand some of this stuff isn't on you, but we got to be proactive to make sure your file closes on time. So, make sure you're reaching out to the listing agent, making sure, that they got that stuff prepared and ready to go. I know we've had a few over the past month. I know I had 2, and, the other side didn't really seem like it was a big deal, but it did delay closing 2 weeks. In turn, that hurts the buyer, because
if a lender delayed closing 2 weeks, we'd be the worst humans on earth.
We would lose our head.
We would. So yeah, just be, mindful as far as, double checking with the listing agent, making sure that they did check that occupancy permit, got that ordered, and things are moving along, because title company can't get lien letters or taxes, in most boroughs unless that's done. So,
Well, I will finish up with this saying here, and I'm going to be sarcastic. I don't know if you guys saw the report last night talking about teamwork out of the Buffalo Bills camp. Apparently, their head coach was talking about teamwork, and he decided to use the 9/11 terrorists as an example of great teamwork and how they put together a great plan. I don't like terrorists. I hate terrorists. I thought that was a wild story last night, and it's true because he's commenting on it. If you are out there mentoring people and you have to talk about teamwork, let's try to come up with a better example, huh?
yeah.
I think there's a few.
Yeah, for sure. You could use the Navy SEALs, if you're going military, but whatever. Have a great Friday, fellas. I promise my voice will be back Tuesday, and we'll move on to Christmas time.
If you're headed into Turkestan this weekend, be safe.
Later, guys.
Say yes.